Opening scene, midnight to 030 Greece. A land of mountains, islands, and the sea. A civilization that rose from rocky shores to shape the course of Western history. This is the story of the Greeks, a people whose legacy echoes in philosophy, politics, science, and art. Segment 1. Geography and Beginnings, 030 to 3 o'clock. Ancient Greece was not a unified country, but a collection of independent city-states scattered across the Mediterranean. The geography of Greece played a vital role in shaping this structure. Rugged mountains divided communities, while the sea connected them. Fertile land was limited, which pushed the Greeks to explore and trade with distant lands. But before the rise of Athens and Sparta, there were the early civilizations of Greece, the Minoans and the Mycenaeans. Cut to Minoan and Mycenaean civilizations, 3 to 6 o'clock. The Minoans, centered on the island of Crete around 2000 BCE, built one of the earliest advanced civilizations in Europe. They constructed grand palaces like Knossos, created vibrant frescoes, and maintained a complex economy based on trade. Around 1600 BCE, the Mycenaeans emerged on mainland Greece. They were more militaristic, constructing fortified cities like Mycenae and Tiryns. The Mycenaeans spoke an early form of Greek and are believed to be the Greeks who fought in the legendary Trojan War. Around 1100 BCE, these early civilizations collapsed, likely due to natural disasters and invasions. This plunged Greece into a period known as the Dark Ages. Segment 2. The Archaic Period and the Birth of the Polis. 6 to 10 o'clock. From the darkness, a new era emerged. The Archaic Period beginning around 800 BCE. It was during this time that the Greeks developed the concept of the polis, the city-state. Each polis was an independent political unit, often consisting of a city and its surrounding countryside. The most famous of these were Athens, Sparta, Corinth, and Thebes. The Greeks also began establishing colonies across the Mediterranean and Black Sea, spreading their language and culture. This period also saw the introduction of the Greek alphabet, adapted from the Phoenician script. And perhaps most significantly, the Archaic Period witnessed the birth of Greek identity, a shared language, religion, and cultural tradition that united the scattered polis despite their political differences. Segment 3. Religion, Myth, and the Gods. 10 to 1300 hours. Greek religion was polytheistic, centered around a pantheon of gods who were believed to live on Mount Olympus. Zeus was the king of the gods, ruling over the sky. Athena was the goddess of wisdom, while Poseidon ruled the seas. These gods were powerful but human in their emotions, jealous, proud, loving, and vengeful. Myths were not just stories. They explained natural phenomena, human behavior, and the origins of the world. Religion was deeply woven into daily life. Every polis had patron gods and held festivals in their honor, such as the Panathenaic Festival in Athens or the Olympic Games in Olympia, held every 4 years in honor of Zeus. Segment 4. Daily Life and Society. 13 to 1600 hours. In daily life, Greek citizens were involved in a wide variety of activities depending on class, gender, and city-state. In Athens, male citizens participated in politics, received formal education, and spent their days in discussion or business. Boys were taught to read, write, and debate. Girls, however, were educated at home and prepared for domestic roles. In Sparta, things were very different. Boys were trained to be soldiers from the age of 7. Athens stands out as a symbol of culture, philosophy, and most importantly, democracy. In the 6th century BCE, reforms by leaders like Solon and Cleisthenes laid the groundwork for what would become the world's first democratic system. Citizens, adult males born in Athens, could vote, speak in the assembly, and serve in public office. Laws were debated openly, and decisions were made by majority rule. While women, slaves, and foreigners were excluded, the Athenian system was revolutionary for its time. Athens also became a cultural center, drawing poets, artists, and thinkers. The city's golden age, under Pericles in the 5th century BCE, would bring about monumental architecture, drama, and philosophy. Unlike Athens, Sparta was a militaristic state built on discipline, strength, and loyalty. Spartans were feared warriors, trained from youth in the agoge, a rigorous military education system. The state was ruled by 2 kings and a council of elders. All male citizens were expected to serve in the army until age 60. Spartan society was supported by a large population of helots, conquered peoples forced to work the land. Constant fear of rebellion ensured the Spartan army remained strong and always ready. While they left behind little in the way of art or literature, the Spartans embodied a unique and powerful vision of society. From the elegant columns of Athens to the iron discipline of Sparta, the Greek city-states reflected the diversity and complexity of ancient Greek civilization. But it was not always peace. These city-states often clashed in war, politics, and culture. In Part 2, we'll explore how Greece defended itself against the mighty Persian Empire, how it tore itself apart in civil war, and how a young Macedonian king named Alexander would take Greek culture to the ends of the known world. Join us in the next chapter of Greek civilization.